Breaking. Trump just had all three arrested. Democrats are panicking. It's now being reported that a third person living in the United States under Obama-era protection for illegal immigrants, otherwise known as DACA, who entered the country as minor was arrested earlier this week for actually trying to smuggle Mexican nationals into the U.S. This is otherwise known as being a coyote. U.S. Border Patrol agents in Arizona confirmed they arrested the 26-year-old Mexican national and beneficiary of the Barack Hussein Obama unconstitutional 2012 Deferred Action Childhood Arrivals Executive Order. His arrest came after agents spotted footprints which belonged to four people who had crossed the border illegally near the Colorado River on Monday. Officials also confirmed they soon discovered the four people getting into a white late Model Ford F-154x4 in a nearby citrus grove. Wow, guess being a coyote pays well. Border Patrol agents then proceeded to pull over and the driver, who of course resides in Salinas, California, which thanks to liberal California policies is now known for being a gang-infested third-world-style small city. Once pulling him over, agents were able to confirm the identity of the so-called dreamer and the other four occupants, which were all confirmed to be Mexican nationals who were in the U.S. illegally. Border Patrol agents identify the driver, who was arrested on human smuggling charges, while the four passengers were all arrested for immigration violations. The vehicle was seized for forfeiture. Monday's incident brings the total to at least 3 human smuggling-related arrests this week. All three of the coyotes were so-called dreamers. Via the Heritage Foundation. President Donald Trump has caught a lot of heat for rescinding the Deferred Action for Childhood Arrivals program with a 6-month wind-down. Few people seem aware that he's ending an administrative amnesty for illegal aliens that President Barack Obama lacked the constitutional and legal authority to implement. How do we know? Because even Obama admitted it, repeatedly. Responding in October 2010 to demands that he implements immigration reforms unilaterally, Obama declared, "I am not king. I can't do these things just by myself." In March 2011, he said that with respect to the notion that I can just suspend deportations through executive order, that's just not the case. In May 2011, he acknowledged that he couldn't just bypass Congress and change the immigration law myself. That's not how a democracy works. Yet in 2012, he did it anyway. He put DACA in place to provide pseudo-legal status to illegal aliens brought to the U.S. as minors, including as teenagers. He promised them that they wouldn't be deported and provided them with work authorizations and access to Social Security and other government benefits. And he did this despite the fact that the immigration laws passed by Congress do not give the president the ability to do this. Indeed, Congress specifically rejected bills to provide such benefits. As Attorney General Jeff Sessions pointed out this week, DACA contributed to a surge of unaccompanied minors on the southern border that yielded terrible humanitarian consequences. Since most DACA beneficiaries are now adults, it also denied jobs to hundreds of thousands of Americans by allowing those same jobs to go to illegal aliens, Sessions said. The unconstitutionality of Obama's actions were confirmed when Obama tried to implement a second, similar program in 2014 called the Deferred Action for Parents of Americans and Lawful Permanent Residents Program, or DAPA. Like DACA, DAPA provided an administrative amnesty for illegal aliens who came to the U.S. as adults and gave them work authorizations and access to government benefits. The Fifth Circuit Court of Appeals upheld a nationwide injunction against DAPA, which the Supreme Court allowed to stand. As the Fifth Circuit said, the fact that the president declined to enforce the law and remove illegal aliens does not transform presence deemed unlawful by Congress into lawful presence and confer eligibility for otherwise unavailable benefits based on that change. Under our Constitution, Congress has plenary authority over immigration. The president only has the authority delegated to him by Congress, and Congress has never given the president the power to provide a pseudo-amnesty and government benefits to illegal aliens. The DACA program suffers from exactly the same constitutional infirmities as DAPA. A number of states have threatened to sue the administration to stop the DACA program. In the face of that threat, Trump really had no choice. General Sessions' legal conclusion was that DACA is vulnerable to the same legal and constitutional challenges that the courts recognized with respect to the DAPA program. The place to have the debate about what to do about illegal aliens who were minors when they came to this country is in the halls of Congress, not the White House. Failure to correct this unilateral, unconstitutional overreach would set a dangerous precedent that weakens our constitutional balance of powers. As law professor Jonathan Turley said, if a president can claim sweeping discretion to suspend key federal laws, the entire legislative process becomes little more than a pretense. When it comes to immigration, Attorney General Sessions was correct when he said that the compassionate thing is to end the lawlessness, enforce our laws, and, if Congress chooses to make changes to those laws, to do so through the process set forth by our founders in a way that advances the interests of the nation. That is essential to preserving our constitutional republic. This is the garbage the Democrat Party wants in this country. They are a free vote for the lawless bunch that is the modern Democrat Party. Many illegal aliens are good people, but they have to abide by the laws like everyone else. Everyone has to follow the law so that law and order maintain our society. Can I move to Mexico anytime I want? Sure, but only if I do it the legal way. The same rules must apply to people who come to America. Please enter our country the legal way.